Stepney is a fan favourite character, and not just from Thomas fans, because, well, Stepney's real. You can go and see him at the Bluebell Railway. While the wooden railway Stepney is certainly a charming model, it's not exactly accurate for what I want to do with my customs. There's just something wrong with the shape. I think it's probably the side tanks on the boiler. It just goes too high. I mean, at least the prototype got that right, despite his face. I just didn't feel it looked good. It's certainly charming and fits into the wooden railway style, but I wanted to do something different. I took inspiration from the Sudrick legend and decided to use an Erdl Stepney and put it on a wooden railway chassis. And it surprisingly worked really well. So let's go over how I made it. One problem was I didn't have an Erdl Stepney or a wooden railway Stepney, so I was gonna have to make some purchases. I bought an eBay lot with some narrow gauge Erdl engines and a Stepney, and I got to work immediately. I took Stepney for his chassis and I got a wooden railway chassis for it. However, I wasn't going to be using a wooden railway Stepney. You see, the wooden railway chassis are too long for an Erdl Stepney to fit on, so I was going to need to use a Thomas Wood chassis, which is shorter. But that did mean I'd have to colour match the wheels, which wasn't exactly something I wanted to do. However, I somehow managed to do it perfectly on my first attempt. It looked really good. Along with painting the wheels, I also touched up faces like the dome and the top of the boiler. After that, I also did some things like adding the Erdl buffers onto the buffer beams, since I couldn't really paint buffers onto that, so I think it works pretty well. I also repainted some of his lining and gave him a white stripe inside of it, which was a tedious task. I'd use a toothpick, but it somehow came out pretty well, I think. I also touched up the dark green around it as well. After I'd done this, I also painted the running board black, and yeah, Stepney looked pretty good. However, I did forget to do some of the white lining on the back and the cab, but I would later go and touch that up. Now that Stepney was mostly done, I procrastinated for a while. I just didn't finish him for a long time. All I really needed to do was add his lamp irons at the front and back, which is what I did. They're very fragile and they're only held on by a bit of glue, but they're fine. I'm really happy with how Stepney came out, and I think he looks really good. Feel free to base your Stepney custom off this if you want. Just a tip, if you're going to make a chassis, make sure it is a wood chassis because the wooden railway ones are too long and it won't fit. You can take out the wheels and switch them with Stepney ones if you have Stepney ones spare. Sorry for not uploading for almost 8 months. I know I said in my last video that I was going to upload more stuff soon. Well, I lied. I was just sort of lazy and tired and school's got in the way and, you know. But, it's school holidays right now for me, and I'm got some inspiration to actually work on stuff. I plan to make a few custom videos, and then I'm also going to do some, like, lore stuff for my alternate universe. And then, yeah. So thank you all for watching, and bye.